We are almost through this year from hell, and celebrities have been doing no favors for their own reputations. With everything on lockdown, the general public had endless amounts of time to actually look at what celebrities are saying and realizing just how out of touch they truly are with reality. From Ellen to Jake Paul, we have put together a full list of the worst for your viewing enjoyment. Welcome to Top 10 Beyond the Screen. I'm your host Johnny Rogers, and before we kick this video off, if you want to see more videos about what your favorite celebrities are up to lately, just tap that playlist in the corner of your screen. Also, if you don't want to miss another daily video from us, make sure you tap that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. Now, without any further delay, let's get right into today's list of the top 10 worst celebrities of 2020. In at number 10, Ellen DeGeneres. I know you're probably sick and tired of hearing about Ellen at this point, but man, if I didn't put her on this list, there would be still a ton of people wondering why she isn't on it. Instead of just reiterating all of the details about each time that Ellen was the worst, I can just cover them quick for you. So there was her friendship with George Bush, being rude to Nikki Tutorials, snubbing Dakota Johnson, embarrassing Giada De Laurentiis, forcing Mariah Carey to drink while she was pregnant, being mean to her staff members, allowing for executives to harass other staff members, embarrassing her own audience members, and taking charity donations from California schools through the lottery system. You know, there's a lot, and I'm sure as time goes on, more troubling stories will arise, and we'll do our best to keep you in the loop. In at number 9, Jeffree Star. Jeffree Star Cosmetics Company has brought in hundreds of millions of dollars, and according to Forbes, he is now one of the most powerful figures in the industry. Star first rose to fame when his makeup vlogs on YouTube started to become popular. However, now that he is intertwined with all the drama happening in the beauty community, he is being bombarded with hatred, and rightfully so. Cameron Lester called him and Shane Dawson out for using him as their token black friend for videos, and from there it just got worse. Their troublesome friendship really came about when Shane wanted to document Star in what would be called the beautiful world of Jeffree Star. Following Cameron's video, Jeffree left him a voicemail and denied his allegations against him. The voicemail was leaked to drama channels and contributed to the negative wave that would soon erupt after Shane acknowledged the rumors about his role in the feud between Charles, Westbrook, and Star. In number 8, Chrissy Teigen. In a now deleted tweet, Chrissy Teigen posted during the pandemic that she loved clam chowder and would be having it shipped from Boston to wherever she is in California. In the tweet, she said, "This is not an ad, but if you are holed up at home, ordering America's best food from Goldbelly is the way to go right now. Currently shipping clam chowder from Boston to myself." After getting absolutely blasted online for being tone deaf, she made a weird apology that just said, "Correction, do not order soup." This prompted a perfect response that said, "Hey there, it's not about the soup, never was. It's about people being scared about not having enough resources who can't do what you do, isolated people using social media to connect, and if they see something like that and then feel worse because they can't." Although instead of admitting that she may have missed the mark with that tweet, she just further defended it by shifting the focus to her being the victim who just wanted some soup. Celebs, they're just not like us. In at number 7, Vanessa Hudgens. Vanessa Hudgens has had some major issues with her fans after departing from her once innocent Disney image. Her fans loved her in High School Musical, but when she started doing films like Spring Breakers, it seemed like she was trying too hard to break that image. When the lockdown started happening, she got herself into even more trouble while doing some Instagram live streams with her fans. Her fans asked her how she was feeling about the quarantine, and Hudgens said this:
"If everybody gets it, like, yeah, people are gonna die. It's just terrible, but like, inevitable?"
At that point in time, no one really had any idea when the lockdowns would be lifted, and they're still not really lifted. You could clearly tell though that she was just annoyed by the inconvenience of needing to lock down to protect the sick and vulnerable. And this kind of selfish behavior was frowned upon by many, including whatever fans she had left. In at number 6, Madonna. Madonna is one of the many celebrities we'll talk about on this list that either felt the need to share their views on the virus or outright claim that we don't have to worry. Madonna received a ton of backlash after a video she posted to Instagram of her enjoying a bath while ranting about the pandemic. The clip was shared to her nearly 50 million followers as she sat in a bathtub filled with rose petals while listening to some very creepy piano music.
That's the thing about COVID-19, it doesn't care about how old you are, what amazing stories you can tell. It's the great equalizer.
Then she ends the whole video giving her legion of fans little to no hope whatsoever. She just closes out by saying, "Like I used to say at the end of Human Nature every night, if the ship goes down, we're all going down together." Come again? What? Thanks, Madonna, that really calmed me down. The backlash for this post was insane too, with many calling her and other celebrities out for getting early access to testing kits and somehow still complaining. In at number 5, Elon Musk. Aside from tanking his own company's stock prices when he made a weed joke about selling it when it hits 420, Musk has tweeted many other things about the pandemic that were troublesome. Elon tweeted on March 6th, "The coronavirus panic is dumb." Musk then continued to tweet about how the virality of COVID-19 has been overstated due to conflating diagnosis date with contraction date and overestimating its growth. However, even in March, this was an unhelpful opinion. The US handled this virus terribly, and it shows in the number of people that have died as a result. By having so many people immediately denying that the virus even exists can be directly attributed to how a country was able to come together to take the necessary precautions. Elon Musk has a huge audience, and therefore this hot take lands him on our worst celebs of 2020. In at number 4, Jake Paul. Jake Paul has always been the #1 villain on YouTube. He became famous by way of doing crazy stunts and creating controversial content. There was the jumping on the news van after the neighbors called the police because he was having a party. Then there was the dangerous Bird Box challenge that impacted YouTube's policies and procedures. And in 2020, Jake continued the trend by being arrested for unlawful assembly during riots in Arizona. Then, according to the LA Times, his house was raided by the FBI in connection to the looting investigation from late May. Although those charges were dropped by Arizona officials, the FBI discovered at least 5 long guns, with one casually leaning against his hot tub. Additionally, the FBI raided a house in Las Vegas called the Graffiti Mansion that was also in connection with the same investigation. In number 3, Amber Heard. Many people were bringing up that Amber had faked her abuse story to destroy Depp's career and raise her own. Following those audio tapes that confirm these claims from fans, Amber Heard has felt the full wrath of the internet. She was ridiculed when she hired a private investigator to look into Johnny Depp, mainly because the search turned up empty, but also because all her investigator found out was how terrible Amber was to Johnny. Now Amber is potentially facing up to 3 years in jail for falsifying evidence in order to obtain a temporary restraining order against her ex-husband. Many do not even want to see her being brought back for Aquaman 2, and they're using Twitter to let people in charge know how much they hate her. If Amber did indeed fake her injuries to get a restraining order, she will face jail time, and we will definitely not be seeing her in the next Aquaman or any movies for that matter. Although judging from comments online, even if she doesn't serve jail time, it's safe to say that she's lost whatever fans she has left. In at number 2, Shane Dawson. Shane was one of the first people on YouTube that garnered popularity, and he has managed to continually grow that audience over the course of many years. In 2008, when Dawson was 19 years old, he joined YouTube and began making videos. He rose to fame on the site, garnering over 500 million views by 2010. Although now those old comedy sketches of his have come back to bite him. Aside from all the drama that he's gotten himself involved with in the beauty community, he certainly has his own controversial issues. And it's crazy how fast he went from being one of the most loved YouTubers to one of the most hated now. There are so many things that he's done, from blackface to some very inappropriate comments, and now that ever so popular video of him with Willow Smith, which we can't even show you. If you want to learn more about all the crazy things that he's done though, just check out our video called Top 10 Times Shane Dawson Went Too Far. I fully go through everything on that one. Coming in at number 1, David Geffen. David Geffen is a record and film producer who, with Steven Spielberg and Jeffrey Katzenberg, started DreamWorks and a number of other companies. With a net worth of over $9 billion, Geffen became one of the worst celebrities when he started flaunting his wealth during the pandemic. A user named Southpaw tweeted out screen caps of David's massive yacht posted on his Instagram and said, "Thanks David Geffen for your thoughts." I don't know what was going through his head when David posted this photo of his yacht with the caption, "Sunset last night, isolated in the Grenadines, avoiding the virus. I'm hoping everybody is staying safe." It's so bizarre when you get that the sentiment was there, but it was just a huge misstep to also post a photo of your boat along with that message. I don't know what he was thinking. With that though, let's check out some of your comments from the video titled Top 10 Celebrities Hollywood Won't Hire in 2020. Patrol Clip says, "My god, probably it's true. More Hollywood actors are doing films in other countries like Spain. Maybe we should make videos on this actors." That would be an excellent list to do. I'll see if we can get enough names for that sort of thing, but if you know any other actors that are going to different countries to start filming bigger projects, let me know in those comments down below. M like QS says, "We all know the real reason Hollywood won't hire Tobey Maguire anymore is to do Emo Peter in Spider-Man 3. Yeah, Emo Pete was definitely a bad idea all around. I don't know who let him do that. Ian Brown says they can't get hired anyway because of the coronavirus. Very, very true, Ian. Look, some actors are working through this just by doing social distancing and setting up new protocols. Zendaya, for example, found a way to start a project with a limited crew and cast that had to quarantine and get COVID tests, so there are still people working. Critter Creator says, "You talk just fast enough, Johnny. Looking forward to your next vid." Why, thank you, Critter Creator. That's very sweet of you. Ismail Mayed says, "Hello, Johnny." Hello, Ismail. And that has been the top 10 worst celebrities of 2020. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to our editors for all their hard work. If you enjoyed this video, then please show us some love here by tapping that like and subscribe button. Plus, don't forget to leave us a comment down below with your thoughts on today's list. And for more videos like this one, all you gotta do is tap that playlist when it pops up. From Top 10 Beyond the Screen, my name is Johnny Rogers, and until next time, stay classy. Now, thank you for the delay. Let's go. Always with the burps. Gastric. What's that called? No, gastrointestinal disease or something maybe I have? Well, I don't know. Isolated in the Grenadines? Is that how you say it?
I think so, right?
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Grenadines? Okay.